Today we are grooming Rex. He is an Alaskan Malamute that has been turned away by other groomers due to behavioral issues. Let's see if I'm able to do anything at all with him today. I am going to try to blow his coat out first, see how he behaves for this. This muzzle is not fitting properly on his face. I should switch it for a smaller one. The problem is I can't, because if I try to take it off, he will try to bite me. And if I try to put on a new one, he will try to bite me. So we already tried this outside. The owners had to put the muzzle on his face. So we will see what happens if he gets out of this muzzle, or I think that it's just not helping, then I might have to have the owners come back and put a smaller size on. Please stay here when I turn this on. Good boy. Okay. I know that he has hip dysplasia, so I'm going to avoid the hip now. So Rex has had successful grooms in the past. He moved here, I want to say, from the Middle East, although don't quote me on that because I have the memory of a goldfish, and even though they told me where he moved from, I actually can't remember. And since he moved here, and he's been in Canada, no groomers around here have been able to successfully groom him. They told me that upon arrival to grooming salons, he will growl and bark at them. And for that reason, the groomers have turned him away. So he's not actually ever bitten anyone, but the groomers were fearful, oh, he's staying there, to work on him, which I completely understand, because a dog of this size that is going to act in that manner it can be scary. So far, the only time he growled at me is when the owners were present. Since I've been alone with him, he has allowed me to blow dry him. He is allowing me to bathe him right now. I was told that the paws are a trigger for him, so the paws might be a challenge. I do think it's important to approach this dog with confidence. I have been speaking to him in a very high-pitched tone, trying to sound friendly and excitable, which I don't do with dogs that are excitable, but I do it with dogs that are more relaxed like him and have a tendency to fear strangers a bit. So far, the groom is going pleasantly well. I don't have any major complaints. The reason why I switched from blowing out his coat to bathing him is because he is behaving really well. I was nervous that if I washed him, I wouldn't be able to dry him, and then he would go home wet. But since I know he's good with the dryer, I am just going to bathe him first and then blow him out so that there's less dander everywhere. In addition to that, the owners told me that he was very matted. The good news is that he is not matted. He is just shedding. He is just shedding a lot of coat. So no matting for you. So far he's letting me touch him everywhere. So that's really good. Hey, are you a good boy? Are you a good boy, Rex? You were just putting on a show in front of your owners? Yeah. I think so. I think we're gonna have to use a lot of shampoo on this guy because his coat is very compacted. He does have some hip issues, so he is going to try to lay down the majority of this groom, which is totally fine with me. The goal here today is just to get him comfortable. He desperately needs this coat removed, obviously to get him clean, but if I'm unable to complete the paws, or the haircut isn't, or the groom I should say, isn't perfect, I really don't care. The owner asked me several times to please not remove the muzzle. They are concerned that he is unpredictable and they don't want me to get hurt, so that's fine. I will keep him muzzled, which means I won't be able to wash his face, but that's okay. It's okay, buddy. I'm not gonna wash your ears. Good boy. You are definitely on the smaller side for an Alaskan Malamute. I really wish I could change out the muzzle to be the smaller muzzle, but I don't want to press my luck and do something that might trigger him and then make the rest of the groom not possible. So as long as he's not using his front paws to rip the muzzle off of his head, then it should stay on and it shouldn't be a problem. If he does use those front paws and lift it off of his head, then I might have to contact the owner to come back and try fitting on the smaller muzzle. A key to working on a dog that shows some type, I'm not going to say aggression here, it was more like I don't know, like a dominance thing, or he just seemed, in front of his owners, he seemed very tense and unsure of me, but alone, he seems to be fine. So the best way to approach those types of dogs is basically to show them that you're not afraid of them, because a lot of them thrive off of knowing that you're scared, and then they will continue to behave in the way that they know they're going to get a response from you. Are you going to shake? Don't get the camera wet, please. Now, I am touching him all over right now with the nozzle, and he's letting me. I don't know if he's going to let me scrub him in, but we'll see. We will try. I bathed him first in Nasty Critter. Now I am bathing him in De-shedding. I did not get a before and after photo of him, but there will be before and after footage of him, just because with the owners there again, he was very tense, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get him to sit still for a photo, so I just took some footage instead. We're not going to back out of the shower though, okay? Now, they did bring him in on a harness, which I asked them to remove, and I provided them with a collar instead. They also brought him in on a retractable leash, which I had them take with them, and I put him on a regular leash. This is for a few reasons. Harnesses were actually designed for the dog to be able to pull you. Specifically with these Arctic breeds, it was designed so that they can pull sleds, right? So if you want to have control over a dog, a harness is not the right way to go. If you have a reactive dog, a harness is not the right way to go. So instead of the harness, I am using a collar, which gives me more control over the dog and causes him to pull less. The retractable leash is pretty self-explanatory. I do not want the dog to have the ability to go as far away from me as they want to, but also the retractable leash has this really horrible plastic handle that gives me no ability to control the dog. I want to be able to put 2 hands on a leash when I am dealing with a dog that could be a bit unruly. Good boy, Rex. You are being very, very good for a dog that had all of these warnings from your owner. Yeah, I'm touching your tail. You have lots of burrs in your tail, which we are going to need to remove. You cannot exit. A lot of people ask me what temperature my water is at. It is at warm, so not hot, not cold, unless it is a really hot day and I am grooming a large dog like this, then I might put it on cool just to help cool the dog down because they can get really, really hot during grooming. He is wearing this noose here just because I had the owner put it on for me. A lot of times dogs do not like it when you put something around their neck, or what I should say is not so much put something around their neck, but when you go over their head to put something on them, they panic, especially if it's a dog that's already a little bit nervous, but they trust the owner. So I had the owner do it so that I wouldn't have to do it. That means it's one less step for me and also less anxiety for the dog. I have to get on the other side of you though, buddy. You're gonna have to turn the other way. I have a feeling this is more a dog that tries to scare you in the beginning at drop-off, and he seems to have been successful with other groomers. And then once he's in the grooming salon being worked on, he kind of just gives up and tolerates it well. Over here. Good boy. When you have a dog that's nervous, you really don't want to corner them, which is why I'm being extra gentle with him in the shower. I'm not really forcing him to go places he doesn't want to go. I'm doing my best not to make him feel like he's cornered, although I really don't think that this dog is actually that scared. I think he is more of a brat, to say the least, and he just tries to get his way. And then when he can't get his way, he doesn't care. He doesn't seem to be showing me any major stress signals or fear signals at all. He seems to be very much relaxed. He is on gabapentin, which is a pain medication. I advise that the owner bring him in on pain meds just because they knew he had hip dysplasia. So if he can be on some pain medication, it might make the grooming a little bit more comfortable for him. If he is being groomed and his hips start to hurt, he might correlate his hips hurting by me hurting him, and not just he has a medical condition, right? He's a dog, not a human. And so if he thinks I'm hurting him, then that might give him a reason to not like grooming. So if we can reduce the amount of pain that he has, it'll be more successful for him. Which I'm glad that they took my advice on doing that, because I'm sure it will help a lot. I talk to him a lot when I get to his head, because I notice that's just the spot where he kind of gives me the side eye a little bit. So he doesn't really trust me fully. Hopefully, I will be able to brush around his face at the very end of his groom. If he shows me no signs of aggression, he doesn't try to bite, he doesn't growl, and he's good for the whole grooming, I will remove the muzzle at the end, even though they asked me not to. Not because I want to be defiant, but because the hair around his face here is probably also compacted, and it would be really nice to be able to brush that. Here. Good boy. Good boy. You're being a good boy. You can't get out. Please don't leave. Please remain. You're kind of skinny, like in a good way. You're a lean dog, you're not overweight, which is really ideal because you have hip dysplasia. Are you gonna let me scrub your butt? Are you a tad bit drowsy? I might have to give back here a good wash, but I'm going to rinse him first. You are covered in burrs, sir. Where have you been? He is going to blow up the shop, though, when I dry him. Hopefully I can get him on the table. I let him go on the floor first when he was here and blow dried him on the floor because I didn't know the dog. I was unsure of his personality and I didn't want to try to force him on the table and then he gets upset. So I just kind of let him do what he wanted to do, but for the second time around, I do want him to go on the table because I need to be able to dry him properly. Okay, Rex, come on. I gotta give you a towel to dry. Good boy. So, cross our fingers, but so far Rex has been totally fine. I haven't had any issues with him. Right? Good boy. He doesn't even try to get out of the bathtub, or the shower, I should say. He's pretty placid. I did notice he didn't like having his actual bum washed, not like his back end, like if I lifted his tail and actually tried to scrub. He didn't like that. He didn't really do anything, but I could just tell he didn't like it. I guess nobody really likes it. So I was gonna put him on the table, but he seems to be very comfortable here on the ground. So I'm gonna leave him on the ground for now. If it becomes an issue, he's moving around too much, then I'll try to put him on the table. is I can't get this guy on the table, and he doesn't appear to like to lay on his left hip. So I don't know how I'm gonna get the side of your body dry. Come here, come on. Let's go, sir. Up. Come on, look, we're gonna go up here. Come on. Up, 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 up. Come on. I know you can stand. I've seen you stand. Come on. Good boy. Up, up, up. Come on, good boy. Yeah, I know you want to. Yes, I know you want to. You're wagging your tail. Up, up. Good boy. Good boy. No, not lay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't panic. No. Okay, so he's laying on the side that I need him to lay on. So hopefully I can get him pretty dry. I cannot get him on the table for the life of me, so I've given up on that dream. Okay, he is mostly dry. He's been here for 2 hours. There's certain parts of him I can't get dry because he just won't let me. I'm going to give him a little bit of a break right now, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes to complete his groom. Unfortunately, Rex, you are in the way of me getting my brushes. Are you listening? You have to get up. You're in the way. Are you going to be nice about brushing? You can lay back down if you like. Boy. Now, he didn't like the blow dryer under here, but maybe he won't mind the brush. It's hard to say. When he doesn't like something, he tells you very quickly. Yeah, you don't want your tail touched? Well, you have lots of burrs in it. I unfortunately think that the paws and the nails are going to be a no-go. If I could get him on the table, I would be able to put him in the groomer's helper and in the belly band and probably... What? Why? And probably get it done. Unfortunately, he will refuse to get on the table. He lays down on the ground and I cannot lift him. So, it does not appear that he will be getting his paws done. I will still try, but I don't think I'm going to be successful. His barking doesn't necessarily scare me, but it does startle me because he's very quiet and like sleeping, and then all of a sudden he wakes up and barks at you, so it's very startling. And you, sir, are going to have to lay on the other side so I can get the other side. What do you think? His nails are unfortunately very long and definitely do need to be clipped. I really need a good brushing in here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. He also has mats behind his ears that I would like to shave out, but again, I don't know if he will let me. Ticklish feet? It's okay. Okay, well that was good, but what about those front ones, sir? Don't do it. No! The bark is so unexpected and loud. It's safe to say if the clipper is that big of a deal, then the nail clippers are going to be much bigger of a deal. If only I had somebody here to hold him, but I do not today. Look at him. He's like, don't test me. No. No. Look at him curling his feet under. Well, I got the majority of the bottom of his paws shaved, so at least he won't be slipping and sliding around. But those nails are so long. If he was on the table, it would 100% be doable. I can try to get him on the table again one more time before he leaves. I'll finish his brushing first, and if I can't, then I call it a day. Can you lay? A burr here. Can you lay on your side again? No, 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 the other way, sir. I need you to lay the other way. Cannot brush this side properly if you will not roll to the other side. You did roll to the other side one time. No, wrong way. Still kind of wet on this side too, unfortunately, because this is what he does. He lays on this side. Probably does not like laying on his other hip. Good, yes. Good boy. That's what I wanted. Don't be rude. Fortunately, he is an Alaskan breed that does not hate brushing. Thank God, because most of them hate being brushed. But he's doing very well for that part. He just does not like the paws. And he does not really like his head area touch. That's why I'm unsure if I'll be able to shave the mats out from behind his ears. I don't think he's gonna like the sound of the clipper. Your brushing is completed. Can we shave the mats out from behind your ears? Oh, almost. Can you lay on the other side so I can do the other ear? What do you think? Come on. Come on, let's go. We're gonna go. This one doesn't really have matting. Let me brush it. Can I brush it? Am I allowed to brush it? Boy. This one does not appear to have matting like the other side did, so we're good. I would have much preferred to do a really thorough job brushing all of the hair around his neck and on his chest. It's very compacted, but that would mean that I would have to remove the muzzle, which I am going to do because his groom is completed now, but I am not going to do that and work on him because he has shown me that I can't really trust him. I don't think he'd actually bite me. I think he's more bark and no bite, but I'm also not going to take that risk with a large dog. If you guys liked this video and you want to see more complimentary grooms just like Rex's, you can support the channel by hitting that follow or subscribe button and sharing with all of your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Rex's transformation, and I'll see you again in a few days.
Oh, wow. Hi. He looks amazing. Oh my God, all of his mat touching so soft. Oh, wow. Oh my God, thank you so much.